Yo, what's up guys? CastnBlast back with some more Clash Royale content, and today we're looking at the Executioner just came out. So I took him into some grand challenges right away, bought the pack, so he's only a level 3, but this is the deck I'm using, and I've subbed it out with a couple different cards. The Knight in this spot has seemed to do very well with these 3 spells, and the Executioner and the NATO together, man, those cards are pretty much made for each other. Can shut down everything. The Knight, I've subbed it out a couple times for different stuff. I also like using guards now, and guards seem to work well. But let's take a look at some replays and how to use this combo together to win a bunch of grand challenges. So we're going to take a look at some wins and some losses. Unfortunately, the first loss, I was watching my boy Brown Bag stream when this came out, and I forgot to even hit battle. So I lost the first one. We'll just skip that because it's not even playing. So this is my first match with the Executioner. Now we're starting to learn a little bit about his mechanics. Good thing about this deck, you can start, a lot of things behind the King Tower. Unfortunately, with a lot of people running Lightning now, starting your Executioner right at one of your side towers is usually not the best thing. So this guy's using an Executioner, and he uses that Tornado to kind of get my troops to the side. It throws out his mortar. Not going to be a problem. I put the Electro Whiz on the side and my Knight down to kind of just eat everything up, and we're getting some really good damage. If you can get 2 or 3 troops at their side tower and use your Lightning is always a good idea. I tried getting my Giant kind of the side for his Executioner, start hitting it without it going through the Giant and hitting mine. But you can see I'm still a little rusty with my laydowns on this new deck. I'm not a Giant user. I'm not a slow pusher, guys. I'm not a slow pusher. I use Hogs a lot, so you can see we got the tower. He throws his Executioner. If the Executioner already has a little hit on it, Lightning will take it out, and you'll get some good tower damage. I use my Electro Whiz to kind of take his Miner distracted to the side. And good game there. Good game. So you can see we're already starting to learn the mechanics. This is a loss we'll check out. So this is my first legit loss on it, and I kind of just don't know how to combine them right now for the Graveyard. I later learned, and Graveyard's not a big deal anymore. I was kind of waiting to see what he would do, so I put my my Giant down. You can see I put my Mega Mini to the side so they won't get the splash damage, but it kind of got eaten up there by his defense. Now he was pushing in two troops by the tower, so I just threw down my Lightning, took them all out, got the tower damage. He threw a blind Graveyard, usually not the best idea. Threw my Electro Whiz, kind of stun it and finish it off there. And this is basically why I lost the game right there. As you can see, I threw my Giant down and my finger slid to the side and actually accidentally laid a log in the middle of nowhere. That happens. Like I said, I was watching a good guy stream, and man, just not paying attention. And then right here, I knew he had the freeze. I played right into it. Threw down my Lightning there. Messed up, didn't get all his troops. Kind of pulled it back with the Tornado. He already has a push going, and I know it's pretty much just time. And he caught both my troops with the freeze again. I'm not going to have enough on the push, so I was never able to get the push going. I played into his freeze twice like an idiot. And we're getting the mechanics down. That's not a problem. Here's a same deck again. So let's see how much I've learned in one battle. I'm kind of waiting. I see he throws down a pump, so I'm not going to wait for another troop. It's kind of time to push. So this time I'm using the Giant. I'm going to throw down my Mega Mini in the middle. I thought he would fly across. Got distracted by a Skelly. That log was a little late timed, but I did get some damage on the pump. And unfortunately, my Executioner wasn't able to get the splash damage on the tower and his his muskie there. So I did decide to light his second pump. I didn't have a ton of options at that point, so it seemed like the best for me. And now I see what he's doing. So I pulled his troops to the middle there, let my executioner clean up the side, and now I got a nice push going, did a lot better on my log there, let the executioner clean up the last little bit, and now I have a giant, a knight, mega mini, executioner all on his tower, and they're able to clean up nice. So I'm going to start a push on the left lane. I know that tower's down to half health, and he's going to go hard at it. So pretty much I just wasted a log there. I was going to let him take it anyways, and it would take his defense down on his left tower. There you go. I got giant in the middle. Those muskies are going to focus in on it and let my executioner mega mini just go to town. They finish off the tower. Another good game. So doing that distraction in the middle can help you a lot if you already have troops hitting on a side tower. It's a good move. So right here, you still see a bunch of people, using huts. I don't think it's a good idea right now, and you'll still see a lot of God barrels. They can be ineffective or effective. Now, I let the God barrel do some damage on that push. A good thing you can do with the NATO is if they throw God barrels, miners, or hog, elite barbs, giant, anything. But basically here, all the way around to here, if a troops are in these spots, you can put a tornado anywhere here, 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 and pull those troops into your king tower, activate your king tower. So if any offense troops of the enemies are there, you can basically do that. So right there, you can see I'm still getting the mechanics down, but I'm able to stop his push and get some chip damage onto that side tower. And I'm ahead on the elixir count, so happy day for me. He throws down a hut. I don't have a good push building, so I just go ahead and lightning it. Figured why not? The knight is a good troop to stop anything around the bridge area, and you can back it up with whatever troops you used on your side tower. Now, if you time your Electro Whiz, when the barrel hits the side tower, you can basically get that stun damage on the barrel troops, and the Electro Whiz will one-shot 2 of the 3. So right here, he put some barbs to eat up my executioner, so I decided to log him away, get that damage, and as you see right there, I used the Electro Whiz to kind of stun and zap kill those anyways. Giant's going to be focusing on that hut, which is going to do what? Let my executioner go to work. Gets that damage. I finish it off with a light, which you got to know how much damage your spells can do. So a lot of times you're going to finish them off with a spell or slowly spell their troops as they pass that tower and just win the game by sheer damage that way. So we come up. This guy's running a Dark Gob. You don't see those a lot, but you do see them on people who want to get your log out of your hands. So that's what I'm worried about. A log and a lightning bolt. There you go. Kills his executioner. Now he does the smart move-ish and pulls my giant into his king tower. So I know he's got that going for him. He's trying to run that Dark Gob with the chip damage on the miner. And I start playing into his hand a little bit, as you're going to see, until I realize, like, what the heck am I doing? So what I'm doing right now on a chip damage, they're going to want to keep getting your troops to kind of play defense, and then they're going to keep chipping away as they come at their tower and getting more damage on your side tower. So he does this 3 rounds. He keeps me distracted over there, and then I go, what? He doesn't have anything to stop my push. Why am I not using? So right there, I use my NATO to get his miner into my king tower, and I keep pushing on that left side. With a beatdown deck, you just want to keep beating him down. He tries pulling me away. It's not going to work. Here comes my defense after his tower's down. With a beatdown deck, you can beat him down against a chip deck. So once I remembered what I'm doing, stop playing distract, defend, destroy like a hog deck, play your beatdown deck and beat them down. And that's what I did. So here we go. We got, I think this is the Expo user. Now, I've seen X-bows a lot in the last couple days since this Executioner has been out, and I have not lost yet to an X-bow. So I spend a light right there, not a problem, because it's going to damage 3 of his troops, plus get me damage on that tower. I simply tried using a NATO to get all of those troops over onto my King Tower. As the P.E.K.K.A was sliding by, he did some damage. So this guy's going to start to taunt and play his little mind game, thinking he's going to have something for me. Keep on taunting, bro. This game's going to be over pretty soon. So he's going to stop me with that. This is a move I love doing, is using the NATO to kind of combine the troops at their tower, so your Executioner hits all of his defense troops plus the tower. You can see his taunting has changed a little bit because he knows he's gonna lose. So Electric Whiz, he's gonna be able, he does damage when you throw him down. So on that hordes or the Skarmy, you can throw him right in the middle, do that stun damage, and that X-bow can start shooting my giant for days. It's not gonna bother me. There you go. Stopped him. Killed his troops. Executioner eats up that Skarmy, no problem. Threw the giant on the other side to get that tower damage, and man, I had 5 troops on his King Tower. I gave him the good game. He was taunting the whole game. I don't care. That's not my style, bro. You still lost, and I'm going to be nice. Maybe you'll think about your actions. Probably not. So here we go. This guy's got another minor chip deck. And I got a bad hand. I don't want to waste my Electric Whiz. I don't want to waste my Executioner. And I got 2 spells that are minimal. So I just sit there. He threw out his troops with a log and my Executioner and Electro Whiz. His troops are gone. I killed his chip damage. And he got lucky right there, His minions were able to wait behind the bridge. So I threw my giant here. And I'm thinking to myself, he throws his Inferno Tower down. Can I get to it? Yep. So I start my my Mega Mini in, and then I throw down. He puts his Ice Whiz right between his tower and his Inferno Tower. So I just simply zapped them all. There you go. Lightning damage. Threw my Electro Whiz down to make that little stun stop. And man, those Electro Whizzes help out wonderfully on Infernos, and this is going to be another good game. Stopped him. Now he's coming at me strong. You can see I'm just kind of holding on Elixir here. No need to waste Elixir when I have such a phenomenal lead, and he's got 182 left. And what's this? He comes with a blind Graveyard. I stop it with my Electro Whiz, stop it with my Knight. We give each other the good game. We both give each other thumbs up. That's respect. That's sportsmanship. That's what we like to do here on Cast and Blast. So, give them the nice good game. Now you see the opponents are getting harder. They're getting more experienced. And I only have basically with one game I didn't even know I was playing. One loss to that Graveyard. I only have one loss I can possibly do, and I think I finished this one on 11 wins, so it was a good try. Oh well. Now here I use that NATO to perfectly pull the giant into my mid tower. He did some mid tower damage, but now I'm gonna have my King Tower activated, and when you can do that and it's a smart move, it's a good thing to do. There throws down my giant, my Electro Whiz. I didn't want my Electro Whiz in the front for this right here. He gets eaten up by everything, and now he's got a full push. This deck right here is one that gives me trouble no matter what. But I have my Executioner out. He has all his troops coming. If you can combine them with a NATO and get that splash damage back and forth, doing damage to 4 or 5 troops, it is pretty much always worth it to me. He gets some damage done. I still got Electro Whiz, but he's got the Elixir advantage like none other right now. My giant's coming up. I decide to hit open his Executioner, his cannon, and now he's got that second push. The Electro Whiz does pretty good on slowing down his his prints and getting things going. But unfortunately, he's able to eat up my giant, and we're just going back and forth, guys. This is a pretty much a tied ball game, and that knight deck does good. I looked at this guy's stats. This guy was no joke. So it's basically just going to come down who can push, and he's eating up my giant, but I'm slowly getting that chip damage with it. I'm getting my log rolling. I'm getting my earthquake or my lightning in, and with that little NATO, I stopped his full push. He's down to 700 health now. If I can get my troops in, because he's stopping everything good. 300 health. Well, sorry, that's not what we want to do. So he's got me to 500 now. I got him to 300. That one lightning. Now he's got me 165, 65. I got him to 292. I just need my lightning. Oh. Whew. So it came down to, man, we started just chip damaging at the end. Thankfully, I was able to get it going and worked it out. So now we got fake YouTube Pong TV. Pretty sure that's fake YouTube Pong TV, because this guy was not as good, and he's using the hog. Come on, bro. Use that hog. Ready? Because that's what I'm going to do 99.99% of the time. Right in the king tower, he starts laughing like, oh, I got you, sucker. And I got the damage. Wake up call. This is not going to be a good experience for you, pal. So I hit him with the lightning, takes care of his ice whiz, does most of the damage on that. He tries to NATO me back, and he has to spend a fireball because he got scurred. Now he starts laughing like, oh, you didn't make it to my tower. Nice game, bro. So what I'm going to do, slow roll him. I was thinking about letting those gobs hit there, but I figured I could stop it with my Electro Whiz. And he actually uses a nice NATO there. So I missed him. That sucked. I was trying to hit the Ice Whiz and his Executioner and the tower. Missed it. But what? What happens here? Come on. Full furnish, brown bag. I know you're going to agree with me because we talk about this all the time. 59 seconds left, and he throws down his first pump. He just pumped with 1 minute overtime. Do not pump at the end, guys. Come on. What is this? Amateur hour. So now we hit him. We get our troops. He tries to fireball me. Misses my troops. He uses a very good NATO there to combine them, though. But that giant's just going to get by. He chips away. I got him down to 200 health. Sorry, bro. Hog's not going to get there. My lightning's out. I hit the lightning. I give him a good game, good luck, even though he tried taunting me the entire game. That's not what we do here. You know, you got to show some respect. So that's what I hit him with. So like I was saying, that's the deck, though, that gives me some trouble. The Prince, and it is what it is. So here's, what are we coming up? Another hog deck. You won't see much hog deck. So here, you know, I still am trying to get second hand with these cards, like make them second nature is what I mean. And FYI, guys, obviously I've never used Executioner before now because it's brand new. Haven't really used the NATO. I used to use the Knight in low league game. I'm not a giant user, and I've never used the Electro Whiz. Or Lightning, for that matter. Or really Log. So these are new cards to me, and I forget, you know, you have to have your moves, what you want to counter with second nature. And on ground, on hog decks, boom, I can throw out things without even watching the game. On lower leagues, you know, I got these down. On legendary high leagues with my deck, not a problem. But like right here, I waste my log. I didn't think about it, that Electro Whiz or the Executioner already had damage done, so that lightning was going to take him away. The log didn't need to come. Right here, I'm going to lightning his two troops, get the log in there because it didn't have it before. And now remember to pull back the hog again. You know, simple facts that I keep on forgetting to pull back the hog. That can be that can be win or lose. That could be the reason why you get the W or the fat L. And you just have to be second nature on it. And when I forget, I get damage. But I remembered on the second push. So get comfortable with these decks. Like my good friend Final Boss used to say, don't feel bad about going to the ladder and playing a new deck 1,000 times and losing 900 times, because you have to learn it. Have fun. Just learn these cards. Don't be afraid to get out there and keep on playing. So right now he throws at me the E-Barbs. I do a great counter there by putting a troop in the middle. He's crying. Oh, bro, I got this game because I got a golem and I'm pumping and you're going to get hit with the graveyard. So now he's still mocking me because I run the giant on the other side. Like, what are you doing, bro? I'm going to smash you on the right. Not a problem, because what are we going to do? Yep. We're going to pull the golem, but what? What did I do? I missed his... So I put down my NATO. Executioner's eating up the graveyard. The golem's into my main tower, but I miss the Mega Mini, who eats up my full tower. But I'm getting damage done with my giant on the other side. His E-Barbs are chipping away at my giant, but now he's crying, taunting again, laughing at me. Well played, man, you suck. You know, we'll see what happens at the end of the game, because I just got some great value on killing your pump, basically killing your executioner, and taking your tower. So right there, I pull his troops away so that my side tower and my other troops can focus in on his graveyard. And now I got an executioner knights. I totally ignore his executioner because I know it's now or never. It is my time to push before he can cycle back to his golem and graveyard. My time to push on his tower. He tries stopping me with the graveyard, and thanks, Astro. You were laughing the whole time, but who's taking the W to the bank? So you got to realize when it happens, and here is my last loss, and it was a giant mistake. I should have taken down this grand challenge. But let's go over the mistake. So right here, what I hit the wrong troop out, put my knight there, panicked. Bad move number one. Bad move number one. We're about to see the end, because this deck is built to stop this deck. He's playing a pure zap bait deck. I maybe overzealously spent my lightning, but now I got these this minion horde and this princess coming. I have a lot of options here. I was waiting until they crossed, and I was going to throw him down, or I can put a Mega Mini starting and put my Executioner, and my Executioner will one-shot him, right? So these are the options in my head. I'm like, this guy just wasted his minion horde and his princess. This is going to be an easy win to take this grand challenge to the bank. But what do I do? What did I just do? I didn't put either of those cards down. I threw my Mega Mini by my King Tower, which does absolutely nothing. He puts a miner underneath his horde, and then I drop... What? I just dropped a NATO on the bridge? And that's why your boy CastnBlast just lost. So he does that, and then I remember, oh yeah, I was supposed to come in with my Electro Whiz. Good game. I give him the oops. I didn't mean to do that. Now I just got to log his troops. And that's it, guys. That was the game. Oh, well. So now you see why I lost. You see the deck. It's a fun deck. Sucks that I lost right there. But I'm having a lot of fun with this. And like I said, the other changes I would make, and I've tried a lot of stuff. I've tried the Knight and the Pump deck. And I've tried actually a ton of decks with pumps, and they can work. They can work. But honestly, I'm going up a lot of people lately with pumps, and I'm not using one. I'm still crushing it. I took the Knight out, and I put guards in. The guards, you got 3 troops. Yes, they're more kind of susceptible to like the Executioner, but they do better on stopping a knight, or not a knight. They do better on stopping a prince, and they do better kind of against like distraction on Mega Mini and on graveyard. So trying to think who threw in. Colton. He had kind of the same deck rolling that I was using the first night. And I looked at him. I was talking to him when he was streaming, and he had the guards in instead of the knight. I thought it was a good idea. I thought I'd try it, and I'll tell you what, I've liked it. So I'm going back and forth between them. Big shout out to everyone kind of that I mentioned. A lot of good streamers. Make sure you guys are checking out these people and following me on Twitter. That's at CastnBlast_COC. You can see it right there on the side. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, if you want to see something different. And appreciate it, guys. I'll check you guys next time.